What? You have come to talk to people. Me, I'm here minding my business.
So people, we have come back.
You are who?
Talk us now.
Hi people. So it's good to be back. Storyteller. What have you come to say?
Story time today. So that is how yesterday my mommy said, okay, Nkiru, cut potato that you and your siblings will eat. No problem. I sat down gently and I was cutting potato. It's not like I wasn't cutting the potato. Mommy now came down. Mommy was upstairs though. I don't know the spirits that just let her go downstairs. She now came downstairs and I was sitting and I said, you must stand up and cut this potato. She really insisted that I actually stood up to cut.
Why need you have water? Where pay potato?
But the main point is that we are doing this thing to achieve results, and it's not like I was not cutting the potato.
Oh God! You will now sit down because the potato. So if you sit down there and cut the potato, when will you finish cutting it?
I was almost done. So I was just.
Is that all you came to tell me?
No. Now let me even say what the main point here is. My mom will now, if I had gotten angry now, that's my mom will be quoting Ephesians 6:1 for. But let me know, I don't even like talking too much. Let me even go Bible concept for you.
Oh, eat your Bible, Webia.
Yes, ma'am. Parents, you will like this verse, Ephesians 6:1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. But
so that it will be well with you.
Okay, but people have forgotten what verse 4 now told you parents to do.
Oh, you leave verse 1 that we're quoting for. You went to go and read verse 4.
Yes.
Ngwano.
Verse 4 is for you. Fathers means both father and mother.
Where did you read that fathers is father and mother?
God is talking to parents in general.
But,
do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in discipline and instruction of the Lord. Did you hear what God was telling people? Do not provoke us to anger. As per do not
obey us. Obey us.
But do not provoke us
to obey us first. If you obey us. If you obey us.
If you do not provoke us to anger. So it's vice versa. So that's the main point. So what I came to actually tell you guys today is the ways you parents.
Your parents are guys.
How our parents, you people, you provoke us. Let me just give
your parents provoke you.
Yes, the way you make you angry, the way you make us angry. People think being a child is not that easy.
Okay.
The first one, cousin sibling war. When I say cousin sibling war, I mean when a parent, like if siblings are having an argument now and you call a particular child or you support a particular child, that thing is not nice. It actually gets the other children angry, as if they were the ones that were always at fault, or they do not know what they are doing. Like if your children are arguing, never put your mouth inside the argument. Do not put your mouth, except they are the ones that bring the case to you, or except to see that okay, it's getting too violent.
Don't do that argument in my presence, whether violence, anything. Do not do that argument in my presence.
So you're telling me that okay, as siblings now, we're not meant to quarrel, we're just meant to do
don't do the argument in my presence. So
the main point is, if your children are arguing, never call a child separately, or do not always do I'm supporting this child because this child is my favorite. There's nothing like that. Please don't.
So that way it provokes you people.
Yes, it's annoying. Because it's like the other children are not your children. Or when you say, oh, this is my son. No, me, I'm not your daughter now.
Parents need get it fun.
Number 2, being too strict. When I say being too strict, please.
I'm not on this table.
Please. If you're being too strict means like every single thing is like you give rules for every single thing that we do in this life.
If you need rule, they give you rules.
See, don't make your children like a 16-year-old should not be living like a 10-year-old. A 17-year-old should not be living like they are 14 or 15. An 18-year-old should not be living like a 16-year-old. It's just simple logic in life. Do not make your children feel too young. Like, I don't know how to explain it for you to make
we have understand.
But do not be too strict.
Parents.
And what are the things are on that list? Okay, you can give your children phone curfew. This one I'm even being specific to my mother here. You can give your children, you can give your child like for crying out loud. See, let me even say this thing here and see what other people or other parents think about this. A 17-year-old generally should not be keeping their phone by 7 o'clock. Like, it's just simple.
People of God, I say you collect your phone You must chop it every day, 7 p.m. Beacon, have I done something wrong? What are you talking with your friend from Uzototo? You will cookie web at 7 p.m. Well, if people want to talk till 10 p.m., that's then came till 7 p.m. You drop Wanya, eh? Calm down. You are growing. What is the next provocation? Parents are here. They will hear.
Since I was 16.
Continue. Leave phone curfew. Do you want me to help you and read it? Continue.
Okay. Then the third one, correcting in anger. That one, if you're correcting your children.
I know some people, but I don't know their name.
I don't know their name. I don't know their name. Correcting in anger. It means like, if you're correcting me, please do not shout. Because I've said this thing plenty times. I do not hear anything when you shout.
Number 4.
Number 4, shouting and beating your children all the time instead of communicating.
Some people have repented. Though.
Yeah, some people have repented. Though. Some people, shouting and beating your children all the time instead of communicating. It's just simple. Why are you beating me? Why like what did I do that deserved you to like?
You did something.
It's not like it's not worth beating.
Hey,
but
this is not what you're saying now. Reach that I should. It's hard.
But if you communicate with your children,
parents,
it's going to be different. Because if you keep on beating your child, that child will learn in violence. It's just simple. And the child one day might want to do odogun.
Odogu. If you do odogu, I do your odogu kara.
Okay. So what number are we on?
I don't know.
Number 4. Okay, I've already said supporting a particular child. That one is under being like causing.
Are you sure you're not on number 5?
Correcting.
Continue.
Number 5, finding faults all the time. When I say finding faults all the time, my mom can find faults for Africa. Like if they were to give a crown of the woman that can find faults, is my mom. But that one, I never think she can repent for me. She'll not tell you, oh, I'm just telling you the truth. No, you're not telling me the truth. You're finding my faults. Like, can you stop finding my faults? Like, please stop.
Please, people of God.
If I wear clothes, you say, oh no, this one does not suit. If I pack my hair, oh, this one does. Please.
Seriously,
I am not the type of girl that will come and wake up in the morning now do one kind of hair. Like, just let me live
people
my
of God, I did not say you should not leave your simple way.
if I frown my face, is oh, you're
people of God, I say my pikin is smile. It's not that one. You will be passing. You will see biscuit paper on the floor. I say pick that biscuit paper. Is it a wrong thing? I don't know.
That one is different. That one is not finding.
That's what I say. You will wait. You will pack your clothes. You will wash clothes, spread it on the wire. I say you are packing your clothes. What of the next person that owns the other clothes? Help the person that packing is fault finding. Oh yeah, you even say that I come to conclusion. There's nobody that concludes.
Yes, nobody concludes more than my mom. Like argue with anybody you want to argue with, but nobody can jump into conclusion more than my mom. Like my mom can see you doing something and she has already in her mind. She has already said, yes, I know this is going to be the result. Like why now? Like why? Let me have the results before the results will come out. Like you've never even seen the results and you've already jumped in.
Okay, so even when parents jump into conclusion,
it's annoying because that was never my intention.
Assumption, uncle.
Assumption is also bad. Do not assume. So let the thing manifest before you start assuming and jumping into conclusions. It's just simple. Like, do not do that. Simple and another thing that annoys children is when parents do not know when to keep quiet. Like, you guys can talk.
Those parents that don't like keeping quiet, they don't know when to keep quiet. They will just talk. Then what happened? What happened?
You're on this table. You're on this platform.
Table? Which table? Table that I left since. Me. I left this table since. Table. I know when to keep quiet now. Okay, continue.
Sure, you know when to keep quiet, but let's move on. But how has reduced more. Then I don't even know what number.
Continue now. Should we at least see how we provoke you people? Don't worry.
Then another one, calling your children names. Hey, hey, hey.
Just be provoking your children. Calling them easy down.
Yeah. Okay. She's the one giving people the name. Like,
So does it provoke your children? The children, not
yes,
your children.
Like yes, it provokes children. Why you be like, my name is on my.
Do you want to cry?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Don't cry.
My name is on my birth certificate. You even gave me that name, so why change it now? Why?
When you scatter your room, we delete Ikiru Kato Ezbida.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
So it provokes children too.
Yes.
Oh, parents, stop calling your children name. Ewure, goat, Isiake. Don't call your children name. My hand is not there again. They say come down from that table.
Another one, breaking promises.
Ha!
When I say breaking promises,
I
I
don't
mean
do that too.
if your children are doing something, like it's not even for my age range, because I think we have kind of grown past that to know how well Nigerian parents can keep and break their promises. Well, like for example, like from 5 years, like 10 years, all these children, I'm now not teenagers now, but little children.
Yeah.
If you break your promise, like if you tell a small child, "Oh, sweep the house," the child will be like, but if you tell the child that, okay, if you finish sweeping the house, I will buy you ice cream. That child, there's nothing you want to do in this life that will make that child not to sweep the house. What will now annoy the child is, "Mommy, where's the ice cream? Did you put money in my pocket? So it's because of I told you to sweep, because of ice cream, that's why you swept." Why?
But why should you sweep the house because your mother said she will buy you ice cream?
That thing is just giving the child more wow.
Incentive.
It's making the child want to sweep.
Moraha!
Like
Because of
if
ice
you
cream.
know how your children work, just use that function on them. It's just simple.
Parenting
Because
coach.
next time if you tell that child come and sweep the house and buy your ice cream, the child will first look at you. What's
Liar, somebody.
what happened to the last ice cream? So
But that is bad. On a more serious note, not keeping your promise to me is just bad. If you know that you are not going to keep that promise, do not make it. Do not just make it. It's not nice. Okay, don't worry, help me and do this. I'm going to do this for you. See, it's because that ice cream was never on the mind of that child, and you have already put it. So the best option is to do what? Buy the ice cream.
So it's simple. Another one, not being a listener. When I say not being a listener, like if your children are trying to talk with you, try and listen to them before. It's also part of that thing of jumping into conclusions. Like if you do not listen to your child, like
I don't jump into conclusion like that. To me, I listen first.
But main point
I listen first.
Yes.
I listen. If he's listening, I listen.
Yes, she does. She listens.
I know that I will jump into conclusion in one part.
Yes, like
but
before
me,
the person even finished talking, but she listens.
I listen. I have already concluded in my mind, but I will listen to the end because I want to hear where I jump into conclusion is I want to hear where you join, cut, add, the
main point is listen to your children when they are talking, like talking with you. Just generally listen to your children so you actually know what your children need or like who your children are. So that is about it, because this is everything. So just know that these ways, like it might seem small, but watch it at, like just look at it. Like if you stop doing this particular thing, your children can change. So it's just simple. But the main one I am emphasizing on, jumping into conclusions, because that one is the most annoying, because parents can jump into conclusions in any way and any form.
Are you the only person that their parents jump into conclusion?
Yeah. It's general.
It's general.
Yes.
What of putting fear in children?
Yes, putting fear in children. Do not do that. Like,
does it provoke children? Is it because I said it?
Yes, it does. Like putting fear in children provokes children and make your children to be distant away from you. Like if your children do something and there's a way you would tell a child to do something that the child now, instead of to respect you, the child will be doing all these things out of fear. And if they go behind your back, them and their siblings will so talk about you.
Hey!
I've told you my own siblings talk about parenting. Parents, in case you don't know, your children talk about you.
The parents don't embarrass.
It's not as serious, just stating my problems to my siblings.
Child. Well, what will children do before their parents will put fear? I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it looks like putting fear in children. So what do you think children will do for their parents? They will say that they are scared of their parents. Children get scared of their parents.
Yes, some children do. There are some children that if their parents are coming, they turn the other way because.
Well, you people, it's coming now.
They will stand there and be looking at you. Okay, you're coming. Pass, you may go. What now happens if you're coming?
Now still finish the cosa.
Oh, but what now?
Now still finish.
Then I should carry my slippers.
This game. You don't know when we are coming. You disappear.
Why? Because if when you ask me, you're who? Are you God? Where am I running? Where am I going?
Hey, it'll be a one.
Oh, it have not started. It shock you. Oh.
You don't know that as I'm even talking now, you're supposed to be out. You don't know that when your parents are eating, you leave that table. When they finish eating, you come and eat. But in my house, my children will take food before me. My children will look for the biggest of me. As in, my children don't even, as in, they will look for the biggest of me.
Wait, because of your day, what should now happen? Should the world scatter? I don't do it for my father. I don't do it for you. I don't do it for anybody. So, like, what's the big deal if my parents are eating on the same? Like, I eat with my parents. Like, if dad is eating, what can't I just come and say, oh, daddy, please, can I have one meat? It's simple. Even you, girls, if you're eating, I used to come and say, oh, Siti, can I have this meat? Or can I drink your water? It's simple. You should not be putting fear in your parents, your children. It's simple.
People of God, this day you are finished reading the Bible. Obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right.
Fathers, do not provoke your children.
It's fathers now.
Parents, do not provoke your children.
Seriously, on emotions of parents. Forget that I'm laughing, eh? But the truth is, do not see. We actually quote this Bible. Our parents started quoting it for us. So we started quoting it now. The children have gotten wise and they are saying, whom has the generations here? Ephesians 6 verse 4. Do what? What did he say? Fathers, do not provoke your children. Parents, do not provoke your children. Please, don't cause sibling or don't support a particular child. Do not jump into conclusion. Leave the table. Me, I've left the table. Do not put fear in your children. Me, I'm not getting it. Putting fear in your children. It doesn't make sense to me. Do not put fear in your children. What else did you say? Do not assume. What else?
Not jump into conclusion.
I have said you keep reading this conclusion. You keep reading it. So look for other ways that don't be too strict. Yes, and also do not give your children too much freedom. Yes.
Yes, do not give your children too much freedom.
Because when they know that they have that excess freedom, and another thing, please, discipline in love.
Yes.
Discipline in love. Let there be effective communication. I think with this, he said when we do it, our children will change. So which means what people are telling us indirectly is that there will be no need for Ephesians 6 verse 1 if we do Ephesians 6 verse 4. Ngwanu parents, let us start Ephesians 6 verse 4. Alright, that is the end of our story. Ngwanu. Till next time when we come, do not forget to do what? Subscribe.
And click the notification bell.
Please do it. All that I'm telling that. So yes, take care people. Bye.